Hey, Papermoon, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? Let me quickly share the stream. We are live. How are you? There you go. Share. Copy. Let everyone are live. Hey Anne. Okay. How's it going? How was your week? How are you doing? How has it been? Hey yo, Juanito, ¿cómo estás? How are you doing? How's it going? How is your comic doing? Let me quickly do. Wait. Let's tell the world that we are live. Bam. Stream is up. Choo. Hey yo, it's an old design. I need to finish it. I kind of like decided a week ago that I'm going in with all the other stuff and I'm going to finish all of it. Even though it's old, maybe I can rework it a bit. But it's kind of sad, you know, if you start stuff and then it just lays around. It never gets finished, so thank you, Anne. Thank you. Thanks also for saying it, because I felt like the video do not get any traction somehow. It's like the click rate is horrible. I don't know. But this is how YouTube is. You never give up. I'm doing good. Pretty good. How's the weather over there? And how is it for you? Okay, let me move you folks over here. Okay, I have to recuperate. Oh. Hey Farouk, not clickbait enough? To be honest, first of all, hey bro, and second of all, I felt like it was too negative clickbait before. So, but maybe you need to do all this, you know, that I don't need to care about this stuff anymore. Doing good. Been doing a lot of digital practice lately. Find a good workflow to produce comic digital. Nice. I like that. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's nothing I worry about. Like, I do YouTube for so many years already. Did so many videos, and if I would ever flinched at some point, and if I would care what, like, I don't know, I just do it for myself, you know, in a way, but I also do it for others. So all I'm making sure is that the content is good and informative, you know. I've seen a lot of people who do similar content and just started out and they just explode because they can sell them better. I don't mind, really. It's just having fun, you know. I started this because I like it. And if I don't like it, you know, at some point I just pause and I don't do any videos. I actually have this time in the year where I don't do any videos. New opportunity to learn something interesting useful about concept design. Hey, what's up? Even though I can't pronounce your name, welcome. How you doing? Hey Natalia, how's it going? I know how's it going. It was that was just a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is, and also like this, those type of recommendation algorithms, they change a lot. So it's like it's nothing we can effectively like push. It's also for me, you know, at the moment it is like, and it's always kind of like the same. How to start a YouTube channel in 2025 is a lot of recommendation. How to make better videos, how to get rich. You know, I'm like, how to get rich is like the thing on every platform. I don't know if YouTube if the algorithm wants to tell me I'm freaking broke or something, like get more money. Hey Julio, how's it going? Welcome to stream. Yeah, and it's interesting because right now when I go on my For You page, there is nothing where I say like it's like interesting enough that really keeps me in, you know. So I don't know what change they've done there. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube, it's all about productivity stuff. I mean, I think it really depends on what you hit up, you know. Hey, practice drawing this. Welcome to stream. How's it going? How are you? Okay. To kind of like organize all my layers. I haven't been in this file for a while. Yeah, I mean, basically what people do, they copy each other, right? Like my how to draw the face. Hey, Sapien Terra, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the fam. I've seen many versions of my how to draw the face video. So, and literally people were just doing the assignments out of my video and making a video out of it, and it would get more clicks than my video. So, go figure, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I really wonder how people treat YouTube, you know, like how they really use it at some point. Okay, I have to figure out what's happening here. So this is like the whole file is, I don't know when I opened it, when I closed the file last time. It's probably a few months old. It's probably from last year, I think so. I haven't touched this since last year. But we need to finish some stuff here. It's just sad spending so much time. It looks like from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I get that a lot actually. Actually, I almost never played Mortal Kombat. I played it as a kid. But I guess it's kind of good, since I'm also a 90s kid, so. So the design is actually a Noxus Gladiator from the Runeterra universe, if you know that. Because I always loved the art style and loved like the whole universe. So number one rule, if there's something that you like, try to produce it and see if you like producing it. Because you can learn a lot just by doing this. It's funny, I don't really remember what I had in mind here. I'm just going to freestyle on it. Definitely need to rework a lot of this stuff here, making sure that those lines are clean. I also have some references up here for gladiator helmets and stuff. Also felt like the design wasn't very cohesive and not explaining enough. But I wanted to have like this kind of like layering effect. I listen to YouTube videos while drawing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. I do it myself. You preferred Street Fighter? Start with simple lines, yes. It's frustrating when you lose a lot. I mean, who likes losing? I don't. I do not like losing. Also, I've kind of like the feeling that in general, there's so many competitive people out there. Such a competitive culture in all aspects. Ba 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 ba. So what are you all doing? What are you doing tomorrow? Probably nothing different, because we in Berlin have a holiday tomorrow. It's called 1. Mai, so 1st of May. And we are having kind of like a street festival and all that, and everything is closed. But also there's kind of like the 1st May riots. So it's actually a thing where people go on the street and they start to destroy stuff, which is super dumb. But yeah. So 1st of May is some time where you don't want to be on Berlin streets at night. Could be very dangerous. You're going to the doctor? Okay. You're still sick, so you should go to the doctor. Getting healthy again is important, Ned. So you can do more paintings. German soul. Hitting chest today and tomorrow going for a run. Nice. So what is the plan for the chest training, Farouk? Tell me everything. What's on the list? Oh, can you hear the police car? They're already prepping. It's already going. Already going. What? Breaststroke? The fuck? So whenever you try to do stuff like this, start simple to boost your confidence and slowly increase the difficulty on stuff. Otherwise it just get frustrating. And also, since I haven't touched this for a while, we can still do changes, right? So back view is not done at all. I haven't done anything for the side. I did a little bit of stuff on the hammer, so there's like still time to do adjustments. Flat bench press, incline bench press, shoulder press, delt raises, side triceps. Okay. Okay. So, first question, why do you do flat bench before incline bench press? And do you do incline barbell bench press or do you do dumbbells? And if not, why don't you do dumbbells? How many sets do you do? How many reps do you do? Why don't you do any fly movement for the chest? Because chest is very developing from any stretch movements from dead center. Why do you do shoulder presses? Because you have also a lot of shoulder activity in incline press. I would rather take that out and do delt side raises, and rear delt also is even more important because the muscle is so small, but it makes such a big difference in the illusion of your side delt. Triceps push downs with straight bar, and I wouldn't do dips because you've done already bench pressing and you could activate chest again. It doesn't make any sense. So do triceps push down and then and then do a overhead extension and do a push down. That's better. I know you didn't ask me, but I'm just an asshole, so just accept the fact, Farouk. Still love you, bro. Wrong channel? Why? Why wrong channel? What's bad about talking about fitness? We just love this. And I know he didn't ask, but they call me Erklärbär, nicht umsonst. Are you jacked, Janos? No, I'm not. Absolutely not. So why did you give advices? Thought I was watching a drawing channel. You do. Why do I get emails on stream? Can you tell me this? Marvelous Designer sends me an email. No, thank you. I'm not. I mean, when you say jacked, you know, like we probably have a different understanding of jacked, you know. I'm trained, I would say, but I'm not jacked. Differential equations? Ah, not tonight. Sorry, hun. Yeah, I'm trained. I go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. I do my cardio for my heart because I'm sitting. And all my fat is gathering around my lower back and stomach area because I'm sitting all day. So you can't see it. And all the other areas, they are good. I feel good. And that's the most important thing. You always should feel good, you know? Don't care about what other people say. Bro, your advice is appreciated and I see your point, but I tackle each point. I always take a long bar, not the dumbbell, because it feels better, to be honest. But I've changed it up. Yeah, dude, if you if you start with flat bench, then technically it makes more sense to do it with dumbbells, because you can automatically take less weight and you can focus more on the contraction, you know? So in a barbell, your pathway and contraction way is limited to a certain degree because it's a bar. But if you use dumbbells, you have a more natural movement. And if you imagine the lemon between your chest, you can kind of like try to squeeze it more, you know, if that makes sense. It's a bit hard to explain it here without showing, but it's just a bit better. And also I also feel like majority of people use 45-degree angle for a bench for incline, which is fine. But if you do a heavy flat bench before, it actually makes sense to angle it even more. And I get a decent stretch from exercise and trying to do core strengths, focusing fundamental movements. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I didn't want to question your training. Sorry, it was just... It just was me. Ignore what I said. Just do your workout. You don't need to justify. It's fine, I like to talk about it, but YouTube comments are limited in how much I can write. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I know you didn't ask, but what I usually do when I start with the flat bench, I go into an incline, not like a 45-degree angle. I actually angle it one, like not like this, you know, so basically one more. So you have a bit more shoulder contraction in it, but if you really focus on like squeezing the upper pecs, you know, like imagining you have like a lemon you try to squeeze out, then you can get a really good contraction. You don't need much weight. And again, like since the chest muscle is a striation muscle outwards, it benefits a lot from like stretching movements where you go like dead center down in a full stretch and then you go in a full contraction mode again. So that's why I personally always like to do afterwards flies, also with dumbbells, also negative, on a negative decline, so to speak. It's very beneficial for your chest. But you can do multiple other things, of course. I think the most important part about the whole thing is that you just go train. So Jan, yeah, okay, we got you. We stopped talking about this. We don't want to exclude you, Nat. It's okay. What do you want to talk about? Oh yeah, go, 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 bro. Go, go, go. Enjoy. Take care. Have fun. Yeah, report back. Gotcha. Let me see how this looks. I love drawing fun illustration text. I love drawing with pencils, ink, dot brush, fine. Cool. The best chest workout is shooting with something? Okay. You're so weird sometimes, Nat. It is hard to work in an art industry. Very good question. I think that really depends on how you position yourself, you know? So I got once a very good tip from my art director in commercials when I left the studio. He told me when I left that I just now focus on producing a lot of work, having fun, learning a lot, and then producing even more work. And I was like, he just tried to be nice because I was like leaving, but he was right. And when I did that, I always got work. I always got something to do. I always had fun. I never worried about losing my job or anything. So it was actually always easy. It was always a right. And I would always recommend also the job in itself to anyone. It's still the best job in the world. So it is definitely very hard to get in because kind of like the how you say the entrance level to get this job is really hard. That is true because you need to have a lot of skill. You need to showcase that you can reproduce quality in a certain way, that you're professional enough, that you can work with people. And someone needs to believe in you, to invest in you and say like, hey, okay, I give you a chance. So there are a lot of like wheels that I have to interlock. But it's absolutely not impossible to do. And you just need to continuously work on your craft to give yourself this chance, because this chance doesn't come by nothing. It just comes by you being active, you know? So, and when you in the industry, so inside in the industry, you got a job. Of course, it's not always easy to deliver all demands. It's not easy to always be super creative and doing like great work every day. But still, it is the best freaking job ever out there. You basically paint and draw all day. You have fun with your friends. Everyone is kind of like you, you know. If you're lucky, you have super cool colleagues. So yeah, it really depends what you do out of it. I guess it can be the hardest thing ever. It can also be the coolest thing ever, if you ask me. It's really a attitude thing. And for me, it was the coolest thing. 100% at the best time. Best time, 100%, and I would always do it again. Again, it's for me, it's the best job ever in the world. And I did a lot of shitty work, a lot of shitty jobs in my time. So makes me sound old. But yeah, again, the entrance level is like what's so hard. Then the thing is like you need to stay patient, and you can't like get frustrated, right? Because you can't be mad about anyone. You can't be mad at the industry. You can't be mad at recruiters or anyone, because you just get hired when the time is right. All you need to do is continue and continue and continue and continue. I know, see, shooting with a bow is really cool actually, but you also need a lot of strength. I did it when I was in Africa. Oh, I just shoot a handgun in my life. I never shoot something bigger, so I can't tell. I mean, the work, hey, don't get me wrong, the work can be really hard sometimes, because depending on what do you work, where you work, what do you do, you know? Sometimes it's like you have to be like super fast. Sometimes you need to figure shit out. There's a lot of things that can be pretty tough. And that's also why they pay you for two reasons. First of all, for the skills you developed, and then also your quickness and the way you deliver, you know? Wait, what type of shitty work? You get me interested. What I mean with shitty work, I mean, there's like, for example, when you start in a company as a junior, for example, it can happen that when they don't have so much to do for you, that you have to clean up files. That you maybe have an illustration and they need to send this illustration to a client, but the client wants to animate this. So certain parts need to be cut out. So there's one person who has to go into the file and need to cut out every little thing again and make sure that the background behind is all right, that they can use it. So you will be that person, and that's something that I call shitty. But it's just part of the job. Or when you have to, it depends on also what type of game you work on. You know, when you work on a live game, or if you work in AAA or whatnot, like, and what engine you work with. Some things need to be done, and I'm not talking about concept. I'm talking about like artwork that is basically used directly in the game. Sometimes it needs to be in a certain format. There are many things, you know, like they are just necessary for the job itself. Shooting with a rifle is more relaxing than yoga. Okay, spoken like a psychopath, if you ask me. When did you shot with a rifle? It's relaxing because you're hyper focused. So when I shot with a gun, it wasn't relaxing at all. Like I could feel the adrenaline kicking right away. So again, Nat, what's up with you? Have you ever worked on a big game before? I mean, yes, I did. But also I think it really depends on, like, a mobile game also can be big if it has like 1 million active user per day, right? So, but if you say like it's commercially that big, such as like World of Warcraft or something, I did not. So that is still on my bucket list. Something like that. So Blizzard, if you see this, call me. Kind of like wonder if I can maybe also do a quick one on the shoulder. Yeah, it's probably not that interesting for you folks, me doing line work here. But again, line work is the most important skill you can have when you want to do this as a job. Or even if you want to do illustration or whatever, digital line work is the most important thing, because the line communicates everything. Every line needs to go somewhere, so it's the most important thing to get good at. You can build your compositions, build your ideas. Like, just generally drawing is such an important skill for whatever you want to produce as an artist. When you leave, you're ultra relaxed, yeah. How about trying Souls game? Bloodborne, Dark Souls. I think you do a great job. Yeah, probably. I also like the dark, gritty art style. I like dark stuff. Like, to design dark stuff is just fun. I also still have my one of my personal projects, which I started open. It's also a darker title. I wonder if that is a bit too much beautification for a shoulder pad of a gladiator. I don't know how's it for you, but whenever I do this stuff, like, I have so many thoughts. It's kind of like sitting at a table with two versions of myself, talking about every stroke I'm making. But there's definitely something I learned also by watching my colleagues in studio. Like, some people, they would do like very fast, loose lines in the design process, and that would enable them to just do like big, fast changes. It's just like super beneficial for the speed of development of your work. But also I'm not Buddha, so I don't know everything, so just talking about like random experiences. What's definitely cool to be as a teacher is that you are learning and strengthening your fundamentals a lot by teaching others, because you have to kind of like, you basically repeat them every time, and then when you need to or want to explain something to someone, you need to really fully understand. So it's really cool, because then you realize at some point, hey, I get better with fundamentals by teaching others. Hey, Rono Brush, what's up? What's up? How's it going? Welcome to stream. How I can train to have a better line art? Definitely go traditional. Ink drawing, traditional with a pen for a year is freaking sick training for your line work. Especially when you go back to digital, because you have Control Z. It's insane. Really, 100% secret tip, in my opinion, worked for me very well. Patience, and to draw as small, with the smallest brush as possible, you know. So right now I'm drawing with size 3, but if you can, do as small as possible. And then also, like, you don't need to, if you can't commit a line like this, you can also take it step by step and just rotate the canvas and just do multiple strokes until you have it, you know. Like comic artists when they draw fast gestures? Kinda, yes. But again, this is something that, like, this works for some people. I remember, I think I tried something similar once and it didn't work for me. It just started to work for me when I came back from the traditional work. But it has to do with clarity, you know? Like, it's kind of like when you draw a shape, and you draw a shape, like, rather be unconfident, you know, and just draw it like this, rather than making a very clear decision on giving a straight line and a curved line, because you have like clarity in one and confident, and the opposite on the other one. You don't want the wet noodle. Never do the wet noodle. Like, this is not acceptable. I don't like this. So I got some references for like shoulder plates on the side, like real life references to keep in mind how they're built. Really important, especially if you do something like this. But it's also like, designing is always decision making, you know, like, does it fit the archetype? Does it fit the character? Does it make sense? Right? Like, why does the fisherman has the big sick sword in his hand? Like, does it make sense that he or she has it? Does it fit the archetype? Does it make sense to a certain degree? You know what, we just keep this for later. Let me try something different. Also, what you can also do, when you design a shoulder pad and you have problems like doing it like this, just do it from the front first, you know? Like, if the camera's here and we look at it from here, it's easier to do. You can also use the symmetry tool. It's better to figure out. But again, always like what it is that you want, that you're looking for. In my case, I'm looking for big forms. I want to design with big forms in order to make a good readability on everything. and to have a strong impact. That's really important. You don't want to have low impact designs. Let's quickly freestyle something up. Let's see if this works. So maybe like an animal or something. But design is super draining. If you've never done it before and it's really hard in the beginning, don't be like, don't beat yourself up about it, because it's 100% normal. It takes a lot of brain power from you. And it's also something you can train in terms of like stamina, like designing longer, doing more things, you know, it's just training every day. If you folks want to check out a real good designer when it comes to concepts, check out William Bao. He's a really sick designer. He works at ID Soft at the moment on Doom. And when you look at his work, you can really see you have a lot of clarity in the designs, but he also uses a lot of strong form language in it. So everyone who's looking to become a better designer, or kind of like learning in a way that you want to do this as a job in terms of like getting good design skills, look at his work. Like the decision making he's doing, this is very, very strong. And I feel like not many people know him, so he definitely should get its visibility. But there are also many other good designers out there, so wait, can I think it's just Will Bao. I think if you write this on ArtStation, you'll find him. Hey Zach. Hello Janusz, I've been doing character design exercise, study fashion right now. Just curious how many thumbnail you typically do before feel like landing on the design should be. That's a great question, Zach. So if you just started with this for the first time and you're really kind of like exploring, I would say go for 5 to 6, because you need to practice anyways. Try to make sure that every thumbnail is really different from each other, you know. Try not to do an iteration and take like basically what you've made and just change one thing. Change it completely 6 times. Really exploring. It's very, very important. This is what I would advise, but in general, if you have like 3 good different thumbnails from each other, then where you have to build choices, you know, you have to build choices and you need to explore, and you also need to decide how much time do I have to work on this, you know, because you need to plan this time. If you don't plan this time, you maybe run into the problem of just wasting time or wasting creative energy you might need on later stages of the project, you know? So I'm making a lineup of 4 characters. Okay, do you do thumbnails for each characters, or do you do basically, do you do 4 different characters, or do you do 4 iterations for one type of archetype? Net. Also, Zach, technically the design does not necessarily need to be done after the first thumbnail stage, right? You don't need to put any pressure where you feel like, okay, I need to nail this right away, because this like design process is continuous. So you work on something, you change it, you go into the next phase, you adjust another thing. It's like a carving process, like if you would carve wood out of a statue out of wood, for example. So it's like an ongoing thing. So when you feel like the essence come across and the idea you have in mind, then you should move on. And also if you start to just pixel push, where you don't do any big changes, then you also know it's time to move on. I think I just remember the idea I had for these shoulder pads. Because I wanted him to be like so horrendic that all the elements would be like screaming faces. Like that he's like pure. He's just like, when people see him, they just get horrified. So that's why I left this clean here, to have a bit of rest. Ah, I remember now. See, this happens when you don't finish stuff. You forget the idea behind. Okay, you know what? Let's do something else then. I have some ideas for different archetypes. Not sure if I finish one archetype at a time. Yeah, just go one at a time. Try not to shoot too high. Start with one and do good iterations on one. This is much more important. The fuck? Do you think that creating a YouTube channel is a good way to meet people who want to make art seriously? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that is the... I don't know if that... I mean, I would maybe, as a reason to make a YouTube channel, you should love making videos first, because you will not survive over long term if you don't like making videos. Because if you just do it to meet people, you will not do that for long. And making new videos will just be torture for you every time. Or at some point you just don't want to do it anymore, you know? That's really the difference on a lot of people. A lot of people start YouTube, but they don't continue with it. Or at some point they stop because they started because of the wrong reason. So do YouTube because you like doing videos, and then produce a lot of videos. And don't think about any outcome. Don't think about any benefit of the YouTube channel. Just make videos. You're welcome. But yes, it does help to meet new people in a way. But it also takes time. Which do you enjoy, making more videos or live? I mean, both has its benefit, you know, because first of all, the benefit of live is the interaction with all of you. Because every time I feel disconnected to the community, then I enjoy coming here and talking to all of you and reminding myself, hey, there is a community and everyone is kind of like still doing what they do, and everyone is grinding and doing art and having fun, you know, which is really important. So it has a huge benefit. But making videos is also a lot of fun, and recently I have a lot of fun because Fatih, who's the new editor, he has such great ideas. He's very contributing, passionate about it, and it's cool to have another person being the same. And also, like, from an educational standpoint, the videos got so much better over the past 1 to 2 years, if you ask me. I mean, we grew also so much as a channel and as a community. So, and this is probably also because the content is much better. So making videos is also amazing because every time I make a new piece of content with a lot of information in it, I'm I want to share it, you know, I want to share it with people. So every time I post a video, I'm always excited. I'm still excited after how many years? 4 years of making videos? Also, for example, the benefit of live, for example, here I can, you know, I really was like, I don't want to work on this dude. Like, I kind of like pushed him away for so long. And now, since I can talk to you folks, it's much easier for me to work on this here, because like the distraction of talking to people, it's much more, yeah, it makes it much easier. But thanks for the question. Good question. You do videos, Nat? I didn't know. Hey, brother, how's it going? How are you? How's it going? The Return of the King. You rather have a 5,000 word tutorial? Yeah, but you weird anyway, so I mean, like, let's not talk about it, right? I get messages. Why do I get messages? You're welcome. If you have more questions, just hit me up. Getting ready for the gym. Let's go. So many people go to the gym. You're not the first ones writing this in the chat today. What's on your schedule today? Oh, you're so sweet. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it for leaving a comment. I will read it with a lot of enthusiasm after the stream. I know. Biceps and back. Ooh. This is nice. So, tell me about your back workout. What exercise do you do? How many sets do you do? How many reps do you plan to do? I want to know everything. What's about people? Let the people alone, Nat. They hit the gym whenever they want, and you don't know if it's morning for him. You don't know where he's located. And I also like to go to the gym late because it's not so hot, not so many people. Gym is the best. It is the best. See, it's 2 p.m. for him. Then I'm the weirdo, right? Go figure. You know, I also wanted to go to the gym today, but I choose to stream and talk with all of you. So... Yeah, I do understand. Yeah, you shouldn't run outside around at night. That is correct. I would not like my girlfriend to run around at night. It's dangerous. me save this guy. Hey, Dieta, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Thank you so much. I'm always thirsty. Always. Who makes you so thirsty? My pizza I just made myself. Not what do you think? What is everyone doing? I feel like the chat is super quiet today. Super duper quiet. Oh, he's dropping it. I do lateral rows. 5x10. Yo, brother, what's up? 5x10. Then extensions for cooldown. Barbell rows. Sorry, I don't understand. You do lateral rows, okay? Then the same exercise, drop setting to failure, okay? Then you do leg extensions? Why do you do leg extensions in between the back workout? Barbell rows, I understand. Lateral cable raise. Cable raises, that's shoulder, right? And then you do leg abduction. Dude, you have a crazy workout. What's going on? And what's up with the volume, dude? It's like, I thought I do a lot of volume, but this, like, you basically just pumping through. It's like 50 sets or what? So you just get in some water, some salt, and then you hit it or what? That's why you have such a sick side, dude. Thank you, Fatih. Appreciate it. I don't want to know what you do with your hands. If I do too much too fast, I can hurt my joints. But why do you train legs and back at the same time? Isn't it counterproductive when you try to get all the blood into the upper body, but you then put it into the lower body in between? Yeah, this is definitely gravity chamber level. I also rest when I have leg day. What? Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's I just don't understand the purpose of doing like legs in between the back session. If you would do like deadlift or something, I would understand. You still have kind of like, depending on how you do it, you have like lower leg contraction, but the leg extension, like, why? Why, bro? Explain it. I don't get it. That's to do with the big lads. Sup, Boris? How you doing? How have you been? My wonderful, wonderful friend. How are the Netherlands? I rather not wait too long between sets to avoid injury and end up doing legs. So you basically train legs because you get bored. Do I understand that right? That is crazy, bro. Just left from the part-time job. It's hot. Oh yeah. How's the weather? It's also pretty warm here. 25 degrees. Okay. We have 20, or we had 20 today. I don't like the helmet. I do not like the helmet. I think I have to design everything separate, to be honest. This is like, I feel like it's too much apart from what I want form language wise. I'm from Germany. Where are you from? I mean, you make it sound bad. Dude, it's not bad at all. It's more like I salute you, you know? But also for me, it's like I'm a black and white person, you know? I'm not like someone who kind of like does like half stuff here, half stuff here. So doing kind of like leg stuff on a back day, I don't know. This is like, I have like something in my head which is, it's just not working, you know? If that makes sense. If it works for you, I mean, there's so many famous, amazing bodybuilders who had like special routine, and I think whatever works for you should be fine, you know? Ah, you're from Romania. Nice. Nice. I have a few students from Romania. How's the weather in Romania? No, it's basically summer, yeah. That's true. Hey Andreas, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. What's up? Upper body is taxing for me. I rest doing leg workout in between. Okay. Too much load on the lower back. What do you mean? Do you mean for his routine? Yeah, I don't know, like whatever works, right, for him. Also the back can actually take a lot of tension. It's really a matter about consistency and the way you train it. Weather is really moody here. It snowed like hell like 2 weeks ago. The fuck? Then 30 degrees? Oh. What is that? I mean, this is really like April weather, right? Salutare dieta din Romania. I hope I did not butcher this. And it also sounded more Italian when I said it. Yeah, also six got a super sick side chest. Like when you see it, it's almost Arnold level. He was just saying like, yeah, I'm just training a bit. And you know me, I'm like, yeah, show me, what do you do? And he just dropped his side chest. Salutare, Robo? Is it how you say it? Salutare? You didn't sound Italian at all. Yeah, maybe I don't have like... I'm just off complete. I'm one of these like embarrassing people. Whenever I go to a country, I sometimes speak the completely wrong language, you know. My girlfriend still makes fun of me that I said that I spoke French with the Spanish weight. But I was just hungry and dehydrated, to my defense. But she's still making fun of me. Just joined though. You were actually Romanian, lol. Oh, I'm not. I'm German, but I have some Eastern genes. To say it like this, I have my grandpa was from Hungary, so maybe that's why I come across a bit Eastern. But I'm born and raised in Germany. Born and raised. So this, I want like screaming faces. Like everything needs to be horrifying. Pure intimidation when he's entering the Colosseum or the arena or whatever. And design-wise, I wanted something that is kind of like also streamlined. I don't know if any of you have seen the Riddick movie with the Necromonger. They had like these really cool brutalist design form language, which was also which was actually designed by the same dude who designed Stargate. If any one of you seen that. Because I did some research on the designs, like who designed that. And who worked on it, and then I found out it was the same dude. And it also makes sense because it looks very, very similar. But again, I'm so amazed. Like, I can tell you, whenever you want to get better with your line work, try to draw traditional with ink for a year or longer. It does wonders to your skill. I am so much faster than last year. Because I'm basically, the thing is when you draw with ink, without pencil, under drawing, you have to envision the line every time you do it. And this kind of like in the beginning is super tough, but when you do it for a while, it gets kind of like natural. And this is like so helpful right now because I just envision the line and I'm just stroking it right away the way I want it. That's at least how my perception is. Oh, my chat is not moving on the right side. Sounds like a good problem to have. I barely can speak two languages. Otare? Okay. Might get a Romanian sheepdog in the future. I always draw with pencil with a big ballpoint pen because I can use it similar weight pencil. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's smooth and hard at the same time. It's weird. I don't know why the chat didn't move here on the streaming software. Oh. Let me just quickly do some. How is that working? Sorry, folks, I have to quickly do something here. But we have all time in the world. Time in the world. There you go. Okay. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Hello, Ahmed. How's it going? How are you doing? How old is the concept? I think the concept is probably over a year old. I can check. Wait, I think it's probably over a year old. Where's my plate here? Bam, characters. When did I start this? I started this. Oh no, it's even older. It is. I started this in October 2023. So it's 1.5 years old. And it was just laying around. Hey Ahmed, and hey Ahmed, what's up guys? How's it going? Janosch, sorry, my eyes. Was art your first career? Did you something else before in the past? I kinda tried to become a professional football player. So American football. I tried to. I was in the States for a while trying to get a scholarship, but that didn't work out. And then I studied management, did tons of part-time jobs. And then I found art, so to speak. So it wasn't my first choice. I actually want to play in the NFL. That's also the reason why I was eating 7 times a day and training all the time. So my whole teenage time, I was basically just training. How about you? I was there. Yeah, Boris, you were there. Bro, you're always there. You're the best, man. You're the best. You're always there. Whenever there's someone with big lats, you're there. Do you like reworking things? Not really, to be honest. I mean, fresh stuff is just better, you know, like 1.5 years ago, like my design sense, my understanding was completely different. Shape understanding, hierarchy, like a lot of things are different, but it's also kind of like interesting tackle my idea I had 1.5 years ago to rework things, you know? What's good, Foolish? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So, I don't know how's it for you, Nat, but I don't like it actually. This is really hard here for me to go in actively and just reworking this stuff and finishing it, you know? It's a diligence work, how you say, right? You have an interesting past. Thank you. It definitely had a lot of benefits. How about you? I'm still in my part-time job phase, not yet a pro artist. That's okay, that's fine. I was in my part-time job phase for many, many years. I mean, even before I tried to become an artist, I was always working. I think I started working very early, actually, with 12 or something. So I always had a job on the side. I needed to pay my World of Warcraft subscription, you know? Like, how do you pay this? My parents? Haha, no. I also can trust people who call running with an oval ball football. Boris. You know, like every time when I think like, hey, Boris is such a nice dude, like I really like him. He's really one of my favorite people to be around. You come from the side and you give me kind of like a hook or like an uppercut, you know? I'm chilling, about to start doing some perspective practice. Nice. Nice. You didn't read what I wrote first, Janosch. I don't know. I feel like chat is kind of like bugging on me. Wait, where did you... Ah, okay. I see. I see. You got me good. Ah, you guys. I know. It's the only reason, but that's why I'm streaming, right? That you have fun teasing me. You don't want to know how it is with my best friends, you know? Like, I'm the victim. Such a poor little guy. Do you know this machine here? Wait, I do it faster. It's almost there. There you go. You folks are so stupid. Oh man. No, you don't. You do not. How about you paint some gouache, Nat? Huh? That's a nice idea. This helmet, I changed this helmet like 20 times since the stream is up. Maybe I should just keep it simple. Not too fancy. But he still need to be able to move in it. I myself prefer to piss alone. Good point. Good point. Good point. I like you. Oh, Boris, come on. Do we need to? So either way, every stream we talk about fetish, poop, and other things that are similar to this. Pooping is life. I mean, yeah, it's kind of true. It's kind of necessary. It's kind of necessary. Imagine a life without pooping. Yeah, it's always developing. I apologize, Zach. So if there's anything, feel free to leave. I need to stay with them because I like them, you know, even though they kind of weird sometimes. So, but you can also ignore what they write. I mean, what else do you respectable gentlemen talk about? Fetish? I think last time we had feet fetish or something. That got like a big topic. Nothing new here, no. Yeah, I feel like not everything needs to be shared with the world, you know. That's the one thing I don't like about TikTok, you know, like you go on this platform and everyone wants to share their opinion. If they just pooped, who they pooped on, and all and whatsoever, like the whole thing. We're all here for the drawing. It's the same deal with my character. Started with a year back, didn't first iteration, but put him down. Yeah, it's good that you're back with it. Yeah, I'm such a whiny bitch. We did it all go wrong. I mean, by turning on the stream, bro. It's not me talking about it. I'm just responding to what people talk in the chat, to be clear. Did you finish your workout already? That was fast. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Yesterday I learned that there's something called clippers. So basically people get paid to make clips with content, and the more views it gets, the more money they get paid. This definitely explains how so many people can have so many clips of themselves doing this stuff. Anyone wants to be my clipper? But I can't pay you. It's a good deal, right? Ah, you just leave for the gym. Okay, enjoy, have fun, bro. Do you prefer more serious questions? No, it's fine. I'm open for everything. Open for everything. Ah, clip farming, yes. Yo, Kev. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the sub. Everything you say, okay. I mean, there are probably boundaries, but you can shoot and try. But I'm sure you have definitely the ability to overshoot. I'm pretty sure about that. Oh, it's coming now. You opened the Pandora's box with the sentences. No. No. Not at all. I'm also not that interesting. Like, what do you want to know from me? I'm just a boring potato sitting around drawing here. I'm nobody. I'd love to open Yasha. What the fuck? Oh, stop it, please. The sentence by itself is already like quadruple meaning. Have you seen the new Bungie game, Marathon? No, I haven't. I just saw that someone posted play Marathon, but I haven't. Is it good? Marathon. Bungie. What is that? The Marathon is a first-person shooter video game developed by Bungie. What? Released in December 1994? So it's a remake of that game or what? By the way, remake, have you played Oblivion? I haven't, because I'm waiting until it's cheaper on Steam, but it's just amazing that they did that. Sorry, I don't understand, like, Marathon. Sick art style. The trailer is really cool. I haven't even seen the trailer. Wait, let me watch the trailer. YouTube. Marathon. Trailer. Oh, it's like a short film, 9 minutes? Jesus, okay, no, I don't watch that now. It's a remake, but it's completely different from the original game, which was an RTS. It's more like Cyberpunk now, okay? But is it out already? Yeah, sorry that I didn't watch it. I'm busy. Like, no, these days I try not to be on social too much. It's kinda draining the whole time. I feel like this rhythm is really shitty. So what do? We break the rhythm. How do I have it on the other helmet? Oh, much smaller. He's not watching the trailer. Yes, I'm not watching the trailer right now because it's 8 minutes. I'm having a hard time keeping up with games, but I love to play Oblivion, but Mercy probably can handle it. It probably can. It's the same as Skyrim, engine-wise. I mean, unless it had a problem with things such as Skyrim. I'm also I love it and I will play it, but I didn't buy it yet, just because I still have to play Cyberpunk more. Didn't finish that one and I don't want to buy another game. Also have like so limited time. I played some Counter-Strike with my buddy Paul yesterday. That was cool. That was actually fun. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, what is that? Very nice. Boris, how is life going, huh? Tell us a bit about your life. What are you doing? Boris, I just realized that last year almost around this time we had summer class. And I'm still thinking if I should open another class, but it's so stressful. So much work. I thought maybe making a class only 4 weeks and maybe also just doing like characters or something, like a character design class. So not kind of like 10 weeks like we had last time. But still, I need to do it. Such a big commitment. But summer class was really freaking cool. And I would have some really cool ideas for a character design class. But I don't know if people are down. Doesn't feel like a lot of people are energized at the moment. Unless my students, of course. My students are always the shit. Stress equals bread? What is that meaning? The more stress you have, the more bread you eat? Endless amount of time, finish Dark Souls trilogy and Oblivion? It is the first one I've played. I just love the story and the music. Bro, didn't you want to go to the gym? I mean, you can stay, I'm just saying. You convinced me to spend all my remaining money on you. Bread is money? Ah, okay. Stress equals money. Okay, makes sense. I mean, like tree houses? I don't even know what that game is. Fire Emblem? I have to change everything on him, but I can at least take the pose, I guess. Alright, I'm heading out. No worries, man. You can stay if you want. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Oh. Thank you. Could we play a round of Gartic Phone with the viewers? Gartic Phone? Is that a browser game? Or something like this? Yeah, sure, we can do that. Will you do a Menti meeting at some point again? That is a good question. If you come, then I do it. Yes, we definitely need to do another Menti meeting. We can also, I mean, a Menti meeting in Amsterdam would also be nice because of the museums there. But maybe it's not so interesting for you, right, Boris? What's a Menti meeting? Boris is referring to the Menti day we had 2 years ago, I think, when basically I invited everyone to come to Berlin and we spent a full day together. We went to the museum, we had food, we went to an art exhibition at night. We spent basically a full day. It was really cool. Talking about art and stuff like, yeah, basically all the other mentorship students. Was really, really great day. And also was amazing for me because like I see people online the whole time and we work together over years, but then meeting people in real life, like seeing them, talking with them, you know, and really getting to know them better is like so valuable. It's a drawing browser game. It's very fun. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Sure. Yeah, should you ever come to visit me? Probably not. Why should I visit bullies, you know? Like... But stream was already worth it. I feel like just starting with this kind of like... This is kind of like helping me to get this done. Maybe he's afraid of me. Sure, always. I'm always afraid of other people. I'm afraid that my social energy is gone and I become an asshole, you know? 'Cause that's what I usually do. And my social energy is gone. I just told the truth. No. There's nothing to be afraid of. You know, like there's a saying, loud dogs don't bite, or barking dogs don't bite. I mean, in German, there's this kind of like phrase. I mean, it's kind of like untrue, because if a dog barks at you and you enter, it's like it can start biting you. I don't know who came up with this phrase. Oh yeah. Where you located at, Zachary? The truth can be scary, people. What the fuck? I'm a silent bidder, no problem. But yeah, Paris has a lot of nice museums, that is true. That is pretty much true. Ah, you from CA. Nice. How is Irvine? Is it? Can you tell me how Irvine is? Can you imagine to live there? Come to Paris for the museums, not for me. I find and catch you, and yeah, easy. Can't miss me. I'm the tall beanstick. Whoa. Irvine is one of the safest. I don't know what it tells me if the first thing you say it's the safest city in California. I mean, it's also weird because like when did I live in Venice? 2010? I think it was 2010 when I lived in Venice. And it wasn't that dangerous. I mean, there was a drive-by shoot at a place nearby, but that was kind of like the worst thing. When your husband went to Berlin, he said food is crap. I mean, Berlin has a lot of good food places, but also some bad places, definitely. Yeah. Okay, folks. Oh, sorry. I feel like I'm getting tired and my brain is a bit fried now. There is a big potential that we have a stream on Friday. Wait, let me check my calendar. So that we have our usually stream. Yeah. I have a Menti at 6 and then we could stream afterwards. What do we want to do on Friday stream? Any wishes? Do you folks want to do a traditional stream again? Or we stay digital? I feel like you actually don't care what I do, right? It's just you can like literally shit on me in the chat for 2 hours. Thanks, Zach. Good luck with your characters. You want to play? Okay, we can play Gardic Phone next stream. That's probably fun. But then we have to do digital stream. It's better for me for the setup. Okay. Yeah, let's do that then on Friday. Unless there's any plan changes from my side, we will be down around 7 or 8 p.m. CET again. And I mean, we did a little bit of progress. Like, basically, yeah. A bit more work, the lines need to be more clean. Few design elements, I feel like it's also a bit noisy in a way. So I feel like maybe reducing it, but yeah. It's good that I worked at least 2 hours on it. Also, whenever you wanna work on something that is more complex and you feel overwhelmed by finishing it, chunk it down into super small parts. My biggest recommendation. Just one day, take an hour for getting references. Another day, spend 1 hour on starting with the pose. Do it every day, just an hour. Like this hour, even if it's hard for you, you will see after day 3 or 4 it gets easier. And then after 5 days, you already worked 5 hours on it, which is like, yeah, better than like trying to do 5 hours on a go. This is how I do everything that is tougher for me. I just chunk it down. All right, but other than that, thank you all for joining as always. I always appreciate chatting with you. If there's anything, any questions, you know where to find me, or hit it in the comment section. Yeah, I know you're just here to annoy me. It's your purpose. It's the purpose of your life. No, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Yeah. Other than that, I wish you all a wonderful evening or day. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.